The city has agreed to pay a woman $700,000 after a case of mistaken identity landed her in jail for a murder she didn't commit. In 2019, Giselle Estrada was pulled from a class at Albuquerque High and arrested for the murder of Calvin Kelly. 17-year-old Alexis Pina was later identified as the killer, and Estrada was released.
A new report is now highlighting the growing concern of the increase of the homeless population in New Mexico. That population has expanded by almost 50% in the last year. Some lawmakers argue that a vast majority of the homeless population do not want to take advantage of the services or available housing.
An Albuquerque man is waking up behind bars after police say he kidnapped a woman, tased her, and threatened to kill her. The woman told detectives she had been dating 39-year-old Larry Gallegos. She says on 2 occasions he held her captive, beat her, and threatened to kill her. Gallegos is facing multiple charges this morning, including kidnapping and aggravated battery. Erica.
And here's a look at our school day forecast. 60 this morning. It's a fairly mild start. You may just need a light sweater. By this afternoon, 86, and will stay dry and hot.
The man accused of running over and killing his girlfriend is scheduled for sentencing this afternoon. Investigators say that 29-year-old Robert Mentz grabbed Brandy Garcia by the hair and drove away as she stood on the running board of the vehicle. Mentz told police that he hit the brakes and Garcia fell off. He faces up to 6 years behind bars.
Anyone caught using a gun in downtown Albuquerque could soon face harsher punishment. That's because of a new initiative to crack down on gun crimes. APD says if a gun is used in a crime within 1,000 feet of a school, they will work with the U.S. Attorney's Office to pursue federal charges. Erica.
And here's a look at our threat index for today, not Wednesday. And that is going to be moderate as we'll see storms across eastern New Mexico with a threat for hail, wind, and tornadoes.
Renovations of the Bernalillo County Courthouse are finally complete. The courthouse upgrades include a new jury assembly room, clerk spaces, and a new children's courtroom. There are also now 2 separate waiting rooms, each with their own exits at the Domestic Violence Division of Family Court.
A research could begin for some UNM students as early as this fall by getting a chance to work with NASA. The research team called Casa Moon, who's going to be working on NASA's solar system exploration research. That's with their work supporting NASA's Artemis missions. The team hopes to have the students selected by the end of summer. Erica.
All right, a check on traffic. The maps are clear, no accidents or slowdowns. Tracker is heading east on I-40 near Carlisle. Everything is moving at speed.
A service dog named Justin has his own diploma this morning after his owner graduated from college. Justin accompanied his owner, Grace Mariani, to all of her classes as she worked towards a degree in elementary and special education. Both Mariani and Justin went on stage and received diplomas from the Seton Hall University president himself.
Time now for the 5 facts.
And number 5, a research team at UNM is getting a unique opportunity, the chance to work with NASA. The research team called Casa Moon will be working on NASA's solar system exploration research. Their work will support NASA's Artemis mission. Over the next 5 years, the team will receive $7.5 million to study the crust of the moon.
And number 4, it's been more than 2 months since the Walmart on San Mateo near Central closed its doors. All the people who once shopped there are still scrambling to get their groceries elsewhere. Enrique Cardiel, the director of the nonprofit Health Equity Council, says that after the closure of other spots in the area, that's now left a hole in the International District. Cardiel says that it's clear that the community wants and needs a one-stop shop. Well, the city secured nearly $2 million during this year's legislative session for the redevelopment in the district. They say it's still not enough money to buy the property.
And at number 3, we will be seeing those storms across the east. Here's a snapshot to this evening around 7:30 when we could be seeing those supercells or isolated thunderstorms pushing east across the plains around the Pecos River Valley. We could see damaging wind, hail, and a tornado with 1 or 2 of these storms later on.
And number 2, a new report is highlighting a growing need for more affordable housing in New Mexico. This comes as the homeless population continues to grow. The state's homeless population has increased by almost 50% in the last year. So with nearly 4,000 homeless people throughout the state. A new Legislative Finance Committee report shows rent in the state has increased by 70% since 2017, while the average wage has grown by only 15%. Now that also outlines the lack of affordable housing across the state. Some lawmakers argue a vast majority of the homeless population do not want to take advantage of the services or available housing. Now, for those that do, LFC staff estimate that the state could benefit from another 859 permanent supportive housing units, which would cost around $11.4 million annually.
And at number 1, the city has agreed to pay a woman $700,000 after a case of mistaken identity landed her in jail for a murder she didn't commit. In 2019, Giselle Estrada, who was at 17 at the time, was pulled from class at Albuquerque High and arrested for the murder of Calvin Kelly. She spent nearly a week behind bars. 17-year-old Alexis Pina was later identified as the killer, and Estrada was released. In 2020, Estrada filed a lawsuit against the city, police, and school district. The city has also agreed to help expunge Estrada's record.